Red Dead Online has needed something like this for a while. Call to Arms finally gives players a place to go if they just want to take on waves of enemies and get paid for doing it, and get paid pretty damn well. In the new Call to Arms survival mode in Red Dead Online, you're able to defend a town and its people from 10 waves of increasingly difficult enemies, and it's rather fun. You'll fight heavily armored enemies, people with machetes, you'll fight people in armored Maxim gun wagons, people will come in on stagecoaches, there's explosive barrels everywhere, pick up weapons and medkits. You can also heal and lead members of the town, which will shoot people for you and take some of the heat off your own ass. It's a great game mode, it honestly is. I wish this was in the game a long time ago, and on top of that, it pays pretty damn well. For completing all 10 rounds, I've seen that you can get around $800 and 3 gold bars for killing enemies. And that's awesome because who doesn't want to defend a town from enemies? And also, who doesn't want to just enjoy this game's gunplay? I love the gunplay in Red Dead Online. I've gotten more and more used to it, and I use free aim, so you know, it's actually going to be a really good game mode for me just getting my gunplay down. Now, the gameplay you're gonna see, I'm gonna miss some shots. I haven't played Red Dead in around 3 days. I've been playing other video games, so it was a little weird to, warm up to the game again. I know it was only 3 days, but it was long enough for me to get a little rusty, and well, I also wasn't doing much combat in the times that I was playing previously. I was doing collector role stuff, I was doing hunting and gathering, I was doing daily challenges. So this is the first gunplay I've had in probably around a week, or serious gunplay, and I do mean serious. These enemies get pretty damn tough, and that's fun. Like, it's possible to go down and die, and you want to use cover, you want to be careful. I really would recommend using either a complete tank build or paint it black, and I wouldn't recommend using really underpowered weapons. I hate to say that, but it's a good idea to only use an underpowered weapon if you're really comfortable going for headshots. Now, so far, I've only defended 2 out of, I think, the 6 areas. I've defended Valentine as best we could. We got to around wave 8, and then McFarland's Ranch, we got to wave 10 on. That was pretty good. What I liked immediately was that each area played differently. So Valentine's a lot more cramped quarters, and then McFarland's Ranch gave me a lot more room to move. It even gave me horses to ride around and, shoot enemies from horseback on, and I actually had room to do that. That was pretty cool. They also drop weapons and throwables for you. You can pick up a Carsano rifle or a bow and arrow. You can pick up a semi-auto shotgun, which is cool. I actually haven't bought the Carsano or the semi-auto shotgun, so it was fun to play around with those. And yeah, it's a survival mode, and I do have a couple complaints. First of all, I really don't like the machete enemies. They are capable of running up to you and taking your fortified health bar and core down to 0. They really do increase the difficulty of the survival mode. Really stick together with your friends and avoid choke points where you can be trapped. I should say avoid dead ends. And you know how Red Dead is, sometimes you want to melee the guy in front of you and the game thinks you're trying to reload while simultaneously punching your horse. So it's not always great when they get it up all in your business. Anyway, I don't like the machete guys. I also wish there was an unlimited round mode where it just keeps going and it gets kind of crazy after round 10. Maybe it caps at round 20 with the amount of enemies it spawns in, just to save those poor last gen players the pain of their consoles exploding. But either way, I would like a little bit more heat after wave 10, but of course for a higher payout. So you get a little multiplier every wave you go past 10, and then when you die, it's not really a failure, it's like, okay, you finally succumb. So to win, you have to get to wave 10, but I kind of wish there was an option to just keep going if you're a bit of a psychopath. Now, one of the great things the game mode does is it doesn't degrade your weapons. So if you go in with completely clean guns, they will be completely clean when you're done. The one thing this game mode will use is your food, tonics, ammunition, so on and such forth. Your consumables will be gone by the time you're done with wave 10, especially if you're not working with a full party. And if you're a free aim player, you're going to be missing some shots. It's just sort of inevitable, and you're going to end up feeling like you're wasting a bit of ammo. But I'd recommend subtracting around $100, $200 for tonics and ammo and maybe some food that you might have used during the match. So if you get $800, think of it more like $600, and then go refill all your tonics and ammo and stuff. But if you're a higher level player, cash isn't really a big deal to you. I also don't like that these missions have cooldown, but they take so long to beat and they pay out really well. I kinda don't mind the wait. I don't mind, I think today my friend and I tried to defend Valentine, we failed, we went and did a delivery, we did a couple of other little odds and ends things, and then we came back and then defended McFarlane's Ranch. And I want to say that unlike Blood Money, I believe this is a much more intrinsically valuable thing to have in this game for longevity's sake. If you are a PvE player, this game mode should be music to your ears. This is one of those things that wasn't already in the game, and I think the game is nothing but benefiting from its addition. Because now, you could cap off or start a play session or do both, with a nice long survival match. You get a chunk of cash and some gold, get a lot of XP for kills. It's a great mode overall. Like, I don't even think you get like an XP bonus at the end for completing it because of how much XP you get for killing hundreds of enemies. Like, even if you only got 5 XP per kill and killed 150 people, then you'd be getting 750 XP. But of course, mix in takedowns and headshots and knockouts and free aim XP and deadeye and special ammo, and that XP really starts piling on really fast. It's also just great for the cooperative aspect. I think the cooperative gunplay in Red Dead is a lot of fun, working with your buddies to watch each other's backs and take out dudes. It's a really immersive, fun landscape to play in when it comes to Red Dead's combat, in my opinion, and this just gives me the opportunity to queue that up whenever I want to. Of course, there is a cooldown, but that kind of makes sense. Overall, this is a great addition to the game. I highly recommend hopping on the game and trying it out. And, let me know how you do with it. Maybe do challenges to yourself, turn off your compass, only use a cattleman, stick with one gun, only use regular ammo. Really play around with this game mode and see how long you can survive, see how good you are at the PvE. If I got anything wrong in this video, let me know down in the comment section below. And that's about it. It's a major W for Red Dead Online, and I'm glad it's here. So thanks, Rockstar. Goodbye.